It's the worst day of the year to me today. My birthday, February 7. I always look to this date with dread from the beginning of the year. I like everyone else or everyone after the age of 25 hate getting older. The big awakening happened when I turned 30. It became clear there was no turning back, and I from then on I'm just gonna be in the old category of people, and be more and more a member of that category and recognized as such. Of particular that alarmed me was Vimeo, YouTube, titled From 0 to 100, in which they show people at different ages from the age of 0 to the age of 100. I did not know you start to look old beginning from 30, and you never turn back once you hit 30. So this video was a big revelation to me. I was watching the video, and everyone below 30 seemed okay looking, but once 30 was hit, all the people, I'm sorry to offend everyone over the age of 30, looked horrible. And I always thought there would be an exception. Maybe someone in their 40s would stand out and continue looking good, but no, not according to this video of randomly selected people. So that was a big punch in the nose. Then I realized I squandered the best of my years developing my brain rather than my social life as it should be. Then at the age of 32, I think that's when I was watching that video. I watched that video. It was at the age of 32. I think I always thought of myself throughout my life as someone special, an exception to the rule. But I thought I would continue looking good going forward from 30s, but that video was a big eye-opener. So I decided it helped me, and it helped influence me to take the bad path I did half a year later, which was to go out and meet people through, as groups, meet people as groups, and as in various events and settings, like in various activities. I would I went to yoga, dancing, fitness clubs, swimming. I met people and went to bars through websites, as a collective, not like dates. Never went on dates at that time. And then I developed friends from those meetings. I then went out with those friends who were more of had more command, or say, if you will, about what we did and where we went, as they had much more experience with the outside world. And I socialized plenty. I also went to do karaoke I never went to clubs or did any of the risky activities. I never became uh, it, it's hard to find a respectable word for this, but I never became a dog, and I also joined fitness clubs. I took walks, 7 kilometer walks every other day, and 20-kilometer walks at least every once a week. I would go visit my friend at least once at his house, at least once a week. So I had lots of socialization. I got a large dose all at once of socializing. But I never was really content. It was mostly very lonely, as you're pretty much a sole adventurer in this. You are making the plans, and you are going forward on your own. You are taking that plunge to go out and do whatever on your own. It's all completely 100% you, and there's really no one who really is really interested or building respect for you. It was you weren't earning any points with anyone, at least when I was doing this. So in a sense it was very lonely, but I liked that I was doing it all for me and for no one else. Oh yeah, I also joined a public speaking group and local social group for the handicapped. I went there to be with less fortunate people comfort them and try to give them a sense of normalcy. I also went there to make some connections because great people, very gifted, that the people who assist the handicapped are usually very gifted and extremely well they're extremely good socializers. Creative people. I always saw in the people who help the handicapped something special about them, something different. They're in a sense geniuses, and some really know how to put on a conversation. I got to see, all forms of people for 1 year, starting at the age of 33. Or it was, yeah, 33, and I had to settle. I had to give it up, as contentment was not in those things, was not present in those things. I made one really big friend who lasted long, and I experienced some really strong relationships with a few people for a while. But something about life one friend told me, my first friend who was a photographer, you should be in love with yourself and no one else. maybe that's why I saw everyone only have superficial encounters with each other. Everyone was on a mission. Aside from the physical benefits, I saw no progress going forward and continuing any of those activities. I was just watching the Fonz, the actor who played the Fonz on the Chew, and that is someone who is really content. I was gonna leave, stop watching the show and come here do the video, but when just before going, I saw that he was gonna come on, and having seen this actor before, I knew he was really gonna be worth watching, so I stayed longer to watch him, and wow, is that guy spectacular. One day I wish to be as grounded and content as that guy is. The Fonz who I'm referring to, he seems to really have it together. I'm willing to admit, I have no shame in confessing that I'm a loser. It's a fact, but personally, being in this state, I have enough integrity within myself not to self-destruct. It's I at least I'm realistic about it, and take it for what it is rather than be in denial. I have recognized that I am a loser for some time now, but like I say, it would be easy for me, and it would seem very possible, reasonable for me to go over the edge, start doing really horrible stuff, but I'm a straight shooter. I have always resisted the urges to join the dark side. But being in this state, also presents huge opportunities, because in this state of baseness, I can take my life in any direction I want. That's why I commit to taking it in the best direction a life can take. It hasn't been a very great year. Of particular the biggest highlight point of the year was I was attacked and got a scar for life on the bridge of my nose here. That was the thing that stands out the most in my mind, and that sort of took me on the family's life actually on a tangent. Right now, the family is not what it used to be. It's for the most part disintegrated, never like it has been before. But this loss has meant great personal gain for myself. You know, you lose something, you get something in return. And so life has taken a drastic turn in this year for me. I feel much more independent and much more assertive than I had ever been, and much more self-accepting. And that partly has to do with giving up or losing that very bad influence of a family member. That person who keeps, although beneficial in some ways, but also drags you down and the family down. Not that I endorse people abandoning family members. No, that's just wrong. I am completely against that. but sometimes you have to abandon relationships even ones you are somewhat in theory obligated to have. That is intrinsic. You just have to cut it off because it's just a bad weight keeping you down. I still, like every other year, have not progressed as much as I like in my work. I have not accomplished anything really, which is why I rightfully term myself a loser. Work-wise, if I make software, websites and such, but and it gives me great pain that this day has come and it creeped on to me. I did not even, it was not even in my mind for the last month or half a month. It just creeped up on me and boom, look, we're here. I'm 1 year older, 1 year lower in society's eyes. I resent that I am no longer seen as part of the younger crowd, either by the younger people or by the older people. I am now an old man. This age, people have, at the age of 36, this is the age of authority, and people look up to people this age with for direction, and they look at people in this age with admiration. Looking forward, I want to try to maintain my integrity, stay on the right path, and not veer into the dark side. And as every other year, I want to accomplish really big things. My goals remain the same as every other year. And hopefully time stops. Oh shit. And I will not get to 37